exactly where we have discretion. When you're talking about the health-related discretionary dental care for adults, that's not offered by any other program, by any other organization. I do believe the Eastern Ontario Health Unit has a dental program, but it's only for children.
That's the purchasing service. They provide it,
okay.
The funding comes through, and it's a very, very limited program. It must be identified with a health issue, and it's not for regular checkups or anything like that. It's usually extraction.
Okay. Also, the following discretionary may be provided. So it's on a case-by-case basis. It's not something where you say, hey, guess what? We have the dental thing here. Just come on in and we'll provide you with dental care. So everything is scrutinized based on need.
Absolutely.
As opposed to being a blanket.
That's right.
Where it is offered to everybody. Okay.
Next.
Can I have a second, Deborah? Tebow has a question.
Let's follow up to my colleague O'Shaughnessy's question on the dental care for adults. I think I heard you say that the service is provided by the health unit, and we purchase the service from the health unit. But we also pay the health unit a healthy budget every year to provide services to our community.
And so when you see their budget presentation, there'd be a revenue line, and it would be the revenue for this program, which, as you can see, is about 90-some% provincial through us, through small municipal share.
But I guess from an administration purposes, we're making sure that we're not paying for the same service twice.
Oh, no. And this revenue would be shown in their budget.
The other one that I had a concern about was the employment and employment assistance activities. Given that we have two other government agencies who provide employment services, both at the provincial and federal level, we're funded by. Who is it that does not qualify for those programs that would end up requiring your support?
So if a person comes in with, let's call them barriers, issues that they need to resolve before they're employable, JobZone is our local agency which has been chosen by the provincial government to deliver employment support and employment services. The JobZone looks after sorting out skills, evaluations, types of courses, aptitudes, those kinds of things. So it's a purchase of service through JobZone. And that's funded, and right now we're really lucky because it's the enhanced employment support services. They happen to be 100% right now.
So okay. You don't have to pay for it.
That's the type of thing that we do with through a partnership with them. When that 100% funding isn't available, then that's one of those 80-20 cost shares. Yeah.
Good, thanks.
That's very good.
Will that be the same account where somebody goes and offer a job, but he can't afford or hasn't got hard hat or boots or something like that? That's
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything we can do to help them get that job. So then the next page shows you the rate table, and that's those are maximums. Generally speaking, most people will need the maximum, and shelter, just so you're aware, is all shelter costs. So that's the rent and the utilities. So if somebody has a place that maybe a two-bedroom that they're renting for $500, all that's left over in a month would be $78 for utilities if it was a parent and one child. So it's pretty limited resources that people are offering. As I say, these are the funds that are the actual benefit to the client is 80-20 or 81-19 right now, but roughly 80-20. And then that 20 is shared city-county. Okay?
Question.
A number of years ago, we had a situation in the community where a lot of new arrivals to this community were coming from the Quebec area because Quebec was tightening up social services around us. Are we still facing that same kind of situation? If we have a fair amount of new people moving into the area to get on to our roads because of the perception that we're an easy target?
I don't know about a trend to that, but what I can say is that the communication between the two provinces is excellent, and it's better than it's ever been. And the ability to query assistance across provincial boundaries and across municipal boundaries is excellent. So we call it consolidated verification workers, and there are people who can do things like checks through the license plates, Ministry of Transport checks, those sorts of things are very good, as are the communications with disability offices across provincial boundaries. So a person who is asking for assistance agrees to allow that sort of confirmation of the information that's being provided. So a family may come from another province, but it'll be very clearly identified whether or not they've finished a relationship with the other province, if that's the question. So everybody is treated the same once they arrive here, but there isn't any sort of cloudiness about any one relationship starting that.
I guess the reason I'm asking is that when I was on the board of the Housing Corporation a number of years back now, there was the issue of people leaving a big rent bill in one province or one municipality somewhere else in Ontario somewhere, and coming into this area with sort of a clean bill of health, with all of those bills that they hadn't paid somewhere else. And we were in the process of trying to find a way of dealing with those situations so that the deadbeats did not all end up in Cornwall.
So there's
that situation
a provincial former tenant arrears database. It has been set up, and it's exactly for that purpose. And that is one of the criteria that must be met. And so any applicant, it's pretty simple and clear cut. Canadian citizen or land immigrant, years of age, seniors housing, those sorts of things, and must not owe arrears to any other social housing lender. Pretty clear. So, and now that former tenant database is in place, so that is absolutely a requirement before a person is to be eligible.
So our systems are much better equipped to make sure that the right people who need the support do get it, and others are taken care of.